Thank you for joining us for Episode 3 of Tunnel Under the World by Frederick Pohl. In Episode 2, Guy realized it was still June 15th. April's demeanor toward Guy became increasingly persuasive and seductive, which was very out of character for his secretary. Guy also received a strange call from Henry Swanson, who acted very distant and not like his friend when they're on the bus. In his basement, Guy discovered copper under the floor and behind the walls. It was as if someone had taken his house and replaced it with a clever imitation. Guy Burckhardt was feeling like a man in a nightmare. Henry asked Guy to follow him to an excavation site for a building where he explained his theory that Russians or Martians are responsible for some sort of mass hypnosis, and that Henry and Guy are the only ones who know it. Tonight, find out why Guy wakes up screaming each morning.
This just doesn't make any sense to me. Russians? Martians? What makes you think that?
I've seen them.
Where?
At the end of the tunnel.
What tunnel?
The one they built under Tylertown.
A tunnel under Tylertown?
Yes, that's right. It's made out of copper or some alloy.
Copper? Wait a minute. I found a copper layer under my cellar floor last night.
So did I. That's how I discovered it. I found a way to get in, too. It's at the bottom of this excavation.
Holy mackerel. Henry, why don't we tell the police?
Because we can't trust them. Even the police may be Martians in disguise.
Oh, come on now. You're being melodramatic.
Oh, am I? Well, you just come with me.
Where?
Into the tunnel. I'll show you.
Henry Swanson led Guy Burckhardt to a small hole in the side of the excavation. There he removed a cut-out piece of metallic substance, and they crawled into a dimly lighted tunnel. They walked for what seemed like 2 miles until Swanson held his finger to his lips.
We gotta be quiet now.
Henry, this is fantastic. They've got a tunnel right under the whole town.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. There's a room a little farther down. We'll be able to look through a glass in the door.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe, unless one of them comes along. Well, come on.
Okay.
Here, now, Burckhardt, look through this glass. Now, just so I know I'm not completely insane, tell me what you see.
Good Lord.
Well?
A tremendous panel with dozens of telescreens. In front of each, a servo robot. They seem to be computing something.
Yes, I've watched them. They're evaluating data from the screens.
Evaluating?
Why not? Each of them has a part of a human mind. Remember that.
It's against the law to transfer an evaluating circuit from a human brain to a robot.
Burckhardt, whoever is conducting this monstrous experiment is operating far outside the law.
You gotten a chance to look at the data on those screens?
No, I've been afraid to go in. There might be a warning circuit somewhere.
Well, if we knew what those robots were working on, we could go to the authorities.
I'll risk it, if you will.
All right, it's worth a chance. We're lost anyway.
Okay. Open the door. So far, so good.
Come on, let's take a look at the data.
But don't interfere with the robots.
Don't worry. Here, let's look at this screen. Listen to this. Tests in the 47-K12 group with Marlin cigarettes pulled 80% using the soft feminine approach. Indications that an extension of this approach would influence at least 70% nationwide. The direct elevator pitch pulled only 10%. This should be abandoned and a new series of high persuasion personnel elements introduced. Henry, do you know what that means?
No, I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, I don't blame you. This is crazy, but it fits the facts when I think about it. Do you know who's behind this?
Martians?
No, not Martians, Henry. Humans.
What?
Humans are interested in developing the perfect propaganda machine.
What?
I don't know who they are or how they've done it, but somehow they've taken Tylertown over.
Hypnosis?
Hypnosis, drugs, maybe some kind of ray or something. However they do it, what happens is that they let us live through a single day. During that day, they pour all kinds of suggestions and propaganda into us. At the end of the day, they evaluate the results, see how we've reacted. Then at midnight, they wash the day out of our minds, and the next morning, we start the same day over again with different stimuli.
No, I can't believe that.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but think of it. They can run the perfect test and on a whole community. Do you know what that means, Henry? Suppose one man learned how to influence people 100%. Why, in a year, he could sell us anything from freezers to political candidates.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're guinea pigs, Henry. This whole community is one big test tube for Dorshan's propaganda research.
Burckhardt, what do we do?
I don't know, but somehow we've got to get out of this town and get to the FBI.
Do you think we can?
It's worth a try. Come on.
Wait.
Huh? What is it?
Look through the door. There's somebody coming down the tunnel.
We've got to hide.
Behind the circuit box.
Shh. Good Lord. It's Dorshan, the head of the Research Institute.
Shh. Quiet.
All right, Burckhardt. Come out. We know you're in this room. Miss Horn has informed us that you remember. I must warn you that it's useless to buck us. Come out peacefully. Let our maintenance crew adjust you properly so you don't remember from one experiment to the next. It will be quite painless. If you don't come out peacefully, we'll have to get you.
Henry, take this wrench. When I give the word, jump him.
But he may be armed.
Well, we've got nothing to lose.
Very well. I'm coming after you.
Now!
Henry hits Dorchin on the head with a wrench and he crashes heavily to the floor.
Burckhardt, I've killed him.
No. Wait. Get his coat unbuttoned. Maybe his heart is still beating.
Henry opens Dorchen's coat and there is a buzz of electric sparks.
Henry,
What is it? What's wrong?
look. Underneath his coat.
Heaven help us.
It's a robot. A humanoid robot. Designed to look like Dorchen.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait.
What's that?
The loudspeaker.
I told you it was useless, gentlemen.
Who are you?
Mr. Dorchen, naturally. The real Mr. Dorchen.
What are you trying to do to us?
Merely trying to prevent you from damaging my experiment, gentlemen.
You can't get away with this, Dorchen. Sooner or later, somebody, the FBI or somebody, is going to get wind of this madness.
Really, Burckhardt, you're quite naive. Now, why not be reasonable and let the maintenance crews adjust you?
And if I refuse, I suppose you'll kill me.
That would be quite impossible.
Oh,
You see, Burckhardt, you're already dead.
dead.
You're shocked. It's quite true. You and everyone else in this town were killed by a premature atomic blast at the Contro chemical plant. The blast occurred at 7 a.m. on June 15th. That is the last thing imprinted on your minds. That's why you wake up screaming each morning.
No, it isn't true.
But it is. What I and my associates did was take the brain circuits from your dead bodies. We stored them in electrochemical batteries till we had a chance to rebuild the cities and begin our tests.
Do you think I'd believe a fantastic tale like that?
I imagine you find it incredible. Of course, we didn't rebuild everything exactly. After all, it only has to last for a single day, June 15th. At midnight, we turn off the power and wash out the memory of the day. You and your friend Swanson unfortunately have defective circuits. You remember.
Burckhardt, it's no use. We're trapped.
No, not me.
What can we do?
We can make a run for it down the tunnel. Come on.
It's useless, Burckhardt.
Keep going.
It's useless. Useless. Useless.
Burckhardt, it's no use. You go ahead. I'm finished.
Look, we're almost at the end of the tunnel. I can see a door. Here, I'll help you.
I can't.
Just a little further.
No.
Now, if this door is open. Yes, it opens. Oh, no. No, I don't believe it. Swanson, look.
They were standing on a ledge of a smooth, finished metal. At their feet, the ledge dropped away into a chasm so deep they could not see the bottom. Beyond was only a glare so bright that their eyes could not stand to look into it. And yet, just at the limit of their vision, Something towered, something so huge it was almost inconceivable. Something...
Burckhardt,
Yes?
this is Dorchin. Now do you understand why it's useless?
The great looming figure moved closer. It seemed to take shape now, and yet it was so gigantic as to be unbelievable. It came closer. The glare was partially blocked, and then Guy Burckhardt knew that the towering shape was none other than Dorchin himself.
You see how I did it, Burckhardt. I took your brain circuits and had them reduced so they could be transferred to tiny humanoid mannequins. That's what you are, Burckhardt. A tiny miniature of yourself. And this city, this whole experiment I'm conducting, is built on a tabletop.
There's a long, loud explosion. It was the morning of June 15th, and Guy Burckhardt woke up out of a dream, screaming.
Thank you. This completes the last episode of Tunnel Under the World by Frederick Pohl.